The NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon.
Oh, we'll take that.
75
oh, we'll take that.
yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency.
Nice tackle for loss.
The tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll run it with Coleman. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it? In that
nice defense.
And when you talk about
nice defense.
All caps. Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown. The Giants are able to grow their lead. Roses now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0.
2 touchdowns in the first quarter. We'll take that. We will take that.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Not just first half, first quarter.
Start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings,
we like that. Nice defense.
From our defense here on the road early, they got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening
that was amazing.
quarter. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon,
that spin move, though. That spin move, though. That spin move, though.
Here's the script for the game.
That spin move, though.
Everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
21 and done.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Nifty move. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Nifty footwork at the 40.
All right, then. Impressive performance. Thanks for the acknowledgement. Impressive performance by me. Thank you for the acknowledgement.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere.
Nice tackle for loss.
Play back at the 46.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Looking for the hit. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
I'll just say, the opponent is fortunate that was not an interception.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive. And
150 rushing yards already in the 2nd quarter with 3 touchdowns.
Here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
We have 10 rushes and 0 passes so far, and we had 21 points. That's amazing. In the second quarter. Come on now. It was amazing in the first quarter, too, with 21 points.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there.
Nice hustle. Nice hustle.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I like that. Nice defense.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Well, yeah, and that's what you punt. It's fair. The game will be fair to you. It will be.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance.
The game will be fair to you. You just have to be fair to it.
And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing,
now
you're
this
in your own territory,
perfection.
just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. That late in the clock, second.
CBT Naruto, over and out.